I'm going to play some Slay the Spire. I don't know anything at all about this game. I don't know a single thing about the mechanics. I don't know anything about how it works. I just know that it is a dungeon crawler game with permadeath and it's card based. And I think we're just gonna jump in. Choose my character. Firefox logo. Padlock. Padlock. Alright, I pick Firefox. The IronClad. Let's do it. Okay, so there's 3 starting points. And wow, that is a long map. So I'm assuming that these are treasures, these are camping, these are monsters. Oh, there's a legend. Yeah, so enemy, elite, rest, treasure, merchant. Huh? I wonder if the maps are also like procedurally generated, or I'm assuming it's not the same map every time. So I think that I probably could work backwards from the map and plan some sort of ideal route if I wanted to get that try hard about it, and if I understood the game well enough, which I don't on both accounts. So I think I'm just going to try this one because it lets me choose right away. That sounds fun. Okay, defeat enemies by playing cards from your hand. Cards require energy to play. Once you are out and your turn, at the start of your turn, new cards are drawn and your energy is replenished. Sounds like mana. Play defensive cards to gain block when enemies are about to attack you. Block reduces incoming attack damage but wears off at the start of your next turn. During your turn, you can observe an enemy's intent above them. If an enemy is intent on attacking you, be sure to gain some block. I'm ready. Okay, so I'm a dude with a Final Fantasy sword. This dude reminds me of the Rapturous Cultists in Darkest Dungeon, where he's just kind of like, hey guys, this is pretty awesome. I love this. So strategic. This enemy intends to use a buff. So I basically just have gain 5 block, deal 6 damage. I have 3 energy. At the start of each turn, 5 cards are drawn. So my intent is to murder you. So I don't know if I like or hate that that sound effect was clearly just a guy going, "Caw-caw! I'm a bird." That's either really awesome or it's really terrible. I'm not sure. So this enemy intends to attack for 6 damage. At the end of turn, gains 3 strength. So deal 6, deal 8, apply to vulnerable. Vulnerable creatures take 50% more damage from attacks. And then deal 6 or gain 5. So I think we still have 3 energy. Since he intends to attack, we'll listen to the game and play defend and bash. No more cards? If there are no more cards to draw, your discard pile is shuffled into the draw pile. Got it. I've played Uno before. I know what's going on. So his intent is to murder me for 9 damage. At the end of its turn, it's gaining 3 strength. So that's what the feather is. So take 50% more damage from attacks for 1 turn. Okay, so he's gonna hit me for 9 unless I kill him first. I don't have enough to kill him. 6 and 6 is 12, and another 50% is 18. So I don't know how important defense really is. but I'm going to assume it's important. And only hit for 9. If we draw 3 strikes next turn, we can kill it before it can kill us. And we did, which is good because his attack is out of the frickin' world next turn. So we could do it with bash, strike, or we can just play 3 strikes. We got 11 gold. I remember from the map that there are merchants in the game, so I'm assuming that's what the gold is for. Skip rewards. Do I only get to pick one, or do I get both? So I almost went and clicked this thinking it just gave me the spoils. So if I have to pick one, I'm going to pick the gold because I don't know which one I want. Okay, you get them both. Powers are passive abilities that remain for the duration of the combat. Got it. So True Grit, gain 7 block, exhaust a random card in your hand. I don't know what exhaust is. So it blocks for 2 more, but then it means that you don't have access to a random card for the rest of your turn. Which is okay because you use this last, right? And then the exhaust has no effect. Unless there are cards that have effect when they're in your hand. I don't understand exhaust yet. Because when you play this, I expect it to go into my discard pile. I'm not sure what exhaust does. I'm sure we'll find out in our next battle, though. Skills cost 0 whenever you play a skill. Oh, until end of combat. So it doesn't go into your graveyard pile. It goes into... In Magic terms, it's removed from the game. It's exiled. Okay, that makes sense. So in theory, this card is really strong. But it comes at a price where... If you, like... corruption all of your attacks, then you don't have any attacks left. It feels like a strong card, and this is my first run, so I'm going to try it out and see if it's actually strong or not. Okay, so now I'm here and go do another fight, or I can go, I don't know, let's go off into the wild unknown. Oh no, am I here? Oh, I'm here and it's showing me where I can click. I see. I thought the flashing icon was where I was. So you intend to attack for 11 damage. I have no defense. So I can do 8 and 9 would be 17. Or I can just do 3 strikes and do 18, but this would also give me 1 more vulnerable on my next turn. I think it doesn't wear off at the start of turn. So I think we're gonna bash and strike because I'm assuming the vulnerable will carry through until next turn. Yeah, for 2 turns. So in theory, next turn, if I draw more strikes, I can just kill him. So he intends to block and use a buff. I'm gonna try out corruption. Oh, so strike is not a skill. I think I actually do want to get my defense out of my deck right now, though. So strike is not a skill, which means that corruption only works on defend right now. Oh, it's 0 for the rest of combat. It's not, I thought it was just that turn. It's 0 for the rest of combat, which, okay. So he tends to attack for 14, well I can block 10 of that, and I can still also hit you for 18. And then I'm more likely to draw my strikes next turn. It seems okay. It's actually better than I thought it was. Yep, and then you are just dead, my friend. So, armaments, it's a skill. Gain 5 block, upgrade a card in your hand for the rest of combat. Upgrading cards make them more powerful. Cards can only be upgraded once. Lose 3 HP, deal 14 damage. Whenever you lose HP from a card, gain 1 strength. I want to try out the upgrade. I want to see if upgrade is good. So let's go off into the unknown.